Magandang araw mga ka-aerial defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may bagay tayong pag-uusapan. 28 resupply mission ng militar sa West Philippine Sea tagumpay at di napigilan ng China. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, wag mo muna kalimutan mag-like, share, and subscribe. Paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Iniulat ng Armed Forces of the Philippines na nasa kabuoang 28 rotation and resupply mission ng militar noong nakaraang taon na 2023, sa iba't ibang bahagi ng West Philippine Sea ang naging matagumpay. Ito ay sa kabila ng mga ginawang panghaharas ng China Coast Guard sa mga tropa ng militar, na maghahatid lamang ng supply sa mga tauhan ng Pilipinas na nakabase sa iba't ibang feature sa West Philippine Sea, partikular na sa bahagi ng Ayungin Shoal kung saan nakasadsad ang BRP Sierra Madre. Ayon kay Philippine Navy spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea Commodore Roy Vincent Trinidad, mula sa naturang bilang halos kalahati nito ang nakaranas ng mga illegal actions ng China sa WPS, kabilang narito ang 3 major harassment ng CCG at Chinese Maritime Militia vessels na naitalang naranasan sa 14 na misyon ng militar sa Ayungin Shoal noong buwan ng Agosto, Nobyembre, at Desyembre ng nakalipas na taon.
Of the 28 missions, all were conducted successfully, the parameter of which is the successful delivery of supplies and the rotation of the troops. On the number of incidents that there were illegal actions by the Maritime Militia or the Chinese Coast Guard, I would say that less than half. I'll correct you on that. I'll give you the exact number. The conduct of the RORE mission is subject to many factors. The weather, number one. Number two, the condition of the ships. So if it is not conducted on a particular date, we reschedule it. So we don't count it as unsuccessful. It has just been rescheduled.
And sir, dun po sa last na resupply mission natin, can we just have the specific details? Ano po yung mga bangkang ginamit? Ano po yung mga ships from the PCG na nakasupport?
We had
And kailan po siya nangyari?
the last resupply was conducted last week, I think Friday, Saturday. Onaisa May was there. We had the Philippine Coast Guard ship. There was the presence of Chinese Coast Guard, which did not do any illegal actions. There was a monitored maritime militia in the vicinity. I would not like to use the word shadowing. I would like to use the presence of. There were specifically 14 missions, RORE missions for Ayungin, LT-57. Of these 14, 3 encountered illegal actions or harassments by the Maritime Militia or the Coast Guard. All the others were unimpeded. No illegal actions were conducted. Furthermore, we had more rescheduling of missions to Ayungin Shoal because of the conditions of the ships and or favorable weather conditions. Yes. When I say harassed, water cannon, illegal maneuvers, presence would be there. I would not like to call it shadowing. Presence would be there. Based on the report of Naval Forces Western Command, 3 were harassed through illegal actions.
Yung RORE mission natin was ongoing during that time.
Yes.
There are 2 actually. For this year, we have actually conducted 2 successful RORE. One in Ayungin and the other one
The
other features. So there's are 2 RORE missions that were conducted. So last week yun. So I think the other RORE is from February. Please sir, please
Yes.
enlighten us on those.
We don't count it as Ayungin lang, and then all the others. The Westcom and Naval Forces West count it as the totality. So when they do a RORE mission, some ships would proceed to Pag-asa, Parola, Kota, and the other features. And Onaisa May would proceed to LT-57. So we do not report it individually. We report it in totality. That we were able to conduct the rotation and the provisioning of all the features.
Ang mga pangbubuli na ito ay kinabibilangan ng mga water cannon incidents, dangerous maneuvers at marami pang iba. Samantala, kaugnay nito ay nilinaw naman ni Commodore Trinidad na hindi nakabatay sa interference o intervention ng China ang tagumpay ng kanilang misyon sa WPS, kundi sa mismong matagumpay na pagdadala ng mga supply sa mga tropang nakabase sa siyam na features sa West Philippine Sea. Inatasan naman ni Department of National Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr., ang Armed Forces of the Philippines na dagdagan pa ang presensya at pasilidad ng militar sa Batanes. Ito ang naging direktiba ng kalihim kasunod ng kanyang pagbisita sa Naval Detachment sa Mavulas Island at sa itinatayong Naval Forward Operating Base Mahatao sa Batan Island na kapwa na sa Batanes. Dito ay binilinan rin ni Secretary Teodoro, ang militar na dagdagan pa ang mga istruktura sa lugar lalo na't ang Batanes ang spearhead ng depensa ng ating bansa pagdating sa hilagang bahagi ng teritoryo ng Pilipinas. Bukod dito ay nanawagan din ang kalihim ng mas pinalakas pang interagency cooperation sa pagitan ng AFP at iba pang ahensya ng pamahalaan para sa layuning mas protektahan pa ang mga Pilipinong mangingisda.
Nandito po tayo ngayon sa isla ng Mavulis sa probinsya po ng Batanes. Ito po yung pinakadulo na isla po ng Pilipinas sa norteng parte ng ating bansa. At makikita nyo po sa likod yung bandila ng Pilipinas. At ipinayo po natin dito para ipakita na itong isla na ito ay pagmamay-ari ng Pilipinas.
Pinabulaanan naman ng Armed Forces of the Philippines nitong Martes ang pahayag ni dating Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque na pagbuwag sa Davao Military Task Force.
Kahapon po, merong mga reports na lumabas. Can we just confirm or deny the alleged disbandment of the Task Force Davao in relation to the supposedly impending arrest of former President Duterte? Meron bang kinalaman yung, or meron bang veracity yung truth na yun, na disband ba yung Task Force Davao?
The Chief of Staff went to Davao last weekend, but his sole purpose was for three things. Look into the HADR, how the AFP will assist sa sakuna po na nangyayari sa Davao.
Particularly, I just want to emphasize doon sa disbanding of the Task Force Davao. Honestly, nagulat kami doon at we don't know where it came from, basically. So, the EMC has made a statement, we made some clarification, and there's no such issuance of any directive for the disbanding of the Task Force Davao. And it was very clear also on the visit of our Chief of Staff in Southern Mindanao, particularly being the AFP as the first responders in such calamities. So the Chief of Staff wanted to assure that the operations on our humanitarian assistance disaster relief is very smooth, and we were able to help out these local communities in Davao. And andito po yung ating unang primary reason, second of which is the update and assessment of our campaign that was given by the higher headquarters.
Gusto ko rin pong sabihin na yung balita po na bubuwagin yung Task Force Davao ay hindi po totoo. Hindi po totoong bubuwagin natin yung Task Force Davao. Instead, magdadagdag pa ho tayo ng mga task forces sa mga lugar na talagang nangangailangan ng puwersa natin para mapanatili natin yung kapayapaan. Yun lang po at mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Bannering the AFP's battle cry, One AFP, One Philippines. Strong AFP, Strong Philippines. In terms of this is the new AFP's battle cry. The AFP Chief of Staff has been very active in engaging our units and members to convey the message of loyalty and professionalism amid recent political developments. General Bronner continues to underscore the paramount importance of unity with the new battle cry, One AFP, One Philippines, Strong AFP, Strong Philippines. This powerful mantra echoes our commitment to a singular, cohesive armed forces dedicated to protect the people and secure the state. A united AFP is the bedrock of a resilient nation. As we stand together under one banner, we reinforce the truth that a strong AFP is synonymous with a strong and secure Philippines.
Para sa mas madaming update tungkol sa ating defense, abangan lamang ang aking mga bagong video. Para naman sa mga gusto magpa-shoutout, mag-comment lamang po at share, paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Huwag mo na rin kalimutan mag-like, share, and subscribe. Pindutin mo na rin ang bell para updated kayo sa aking mga video. Maraming salamat po.